Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I am Leslie Tucker, better known as A Reseller's Passion. And today's video, I will be letting you in on the secret. What's the secret? There's no secret. I'll be letting you know and showing you what sold in my stores last week, so stay tuned. Okay, so last week at my Poshmark store, I had 4 sales. The first was Columbia Cascadian Trinity Thermalite boots, size 9. They sold for $35. I made $28 off of that. Then I sold UGG leather sheepskin lined boots, size 7. They sold for $50. I made $40 off of that sale. I sold these Doc Marten leather lace-up combat boots. They were kind of beat up. I used my Doc Martens Wonder Balsam. They were size 8, sold them for $75, made $60. They came in my last Jomar shoebox. I received the Jomar box on Monday. On Tuesday, gave these a little bit of love, and they sold by Thursday. And then I sold 3 pair. I bundled 3 bras, Kakik bras bundle. They were size 40. Plus size bras really sell well. 40F. They sold for $30, and I made $24 off of that. These bras I actually found, it was 4 at my last visit to the bins back in, oh gosh, I can't remember when Thomas and I went, November, early end of October, and they were all together. So the same person donated those. So those are my Poshmark sales. Okay, so in my Mercari store, I had 2 sales. The first was a Michael Kors leather shoulder bag, and I sold that for $24. I received that in a Jomar box of handbags. And then the second was Sperry Top Cider Salty leather boots. I think I got these from Thomas last year, and they sold for $33. That is Mercari. In my vintage Etsy store, I sold 3 items. The first item is a vintage 80s Andrews Blues denim vest, sold for $35. That was a full price. I no longer run the sales on Etsy. The second item was a vintage 1920s silk dress. I don't know the brand, and it didn't have the measurements or anything. I had to provide all of that. It sold for $30. And the final thing is a Vintage Man's Bucket Safari Jungle Straw Hat. Sold that for $40. I've had that for about 3 years now. And that was my vintage Etsy store. In my Etsy handmade store, I only made 1 sale, and that was a bleached tie-dye market bag, a canvas bag that I bleached. It sold for $18.95. So on eBay, I sold, I think it's 5 items. My first was Converse All-Star Knot sneakers. I sold those for $33, and I got those from my wonderful husband Thomas. And I sold a CCCP Russian watch, and I sold that for $65. It actually went overseas. I think it's actually going to Russia, and that I got out of my Goodwill Blue box of watches that I ordered. And I sold boys Adidas tapered football pants for $30. I actually got those from my daughter. She had ordered them way too small for her, and she had been putting off selling them, so I took them. It was 2 pair, and the first pair sold at $30. And then I sold an Echo 23 NYC Newsboy cap, a knitted cap, for $15, and that came in a previous Jomar box of winter accessories. And finally, I sold vintage, let me see, I can't find it. And then my final sale on eBay was a vintage Gallo Sky Streak 2 propeller powered planes. Sold those for $12. I've had them for a couple years now, brand new wooden propeller planes, and that was eBay. Okay, I have 2 ebooks. So I've been really active on Clubhouse meeting new people. So that has actually increased my sales for my ebooks. I actually sold two ebooks, Pinterest 101, two of those, they sell at $9 a piece. And then my other ebook, which is the Reseller Survival Guide, I sold four of those for $19 each.